Everyone's talking about the dead internet as if it's just about bots on a screen, but it's much worse. And it's not the servers that died first. It was the people. The same hollow emptiness that killed the web is now reflecting in the eyes of those closest to you. Have you ever looked at someone and had that sudden, cold realization that they aren't there anymore? This isn't about code. It's a preview of what's happening to your own soul. It happens in 3 stages, one by one. By the end of this, you'll see the full picture, and you'll realize you've already been touched. Stage 1, download. Forget about the bots. I will prove to you that the problem is not theirs, but that it started long before you realized it. And I'm talking about things that may seem strange to you at first glance. Listen carefully. School is the first algorithm you were ever plugged into. But no, I don't mean that school makes us slaves. That's been clear to everyone for a long time. Here, it's something else. They teach you to generate content that no one is interested in, to get a rating, that is, the very, like, or reach, that is talked about in theory. But there are also exceptions. Remember that weird kid? The system didn't help him. It erased him, because this person cannot meet the standards of what we are talking about. And you might ask, what does that mean? You'll still have a chance to get out, but we'll talk about that later. So, a loop designed to squeeze out original thought. By the time you graduate, your soul is shrunk to the size of a folder. You never actually left school. You just moved to a larger cage. Stage 2, synchronization. This one is scarier than the last one because you're probably in it right now. And the worst part is that you may not have even noticed the transition. We have moved to social networks. Think about your phone for a second. It's not just a tool, it's a terminal, a direct plug-in to a network that's already dead. Now, about your opinion. You think it's original, but you're just recycling a thought that was pre-rendered for you weeks ago. Still don't believe it? Well, then next time you're on the subway, just look around. Everyone is synchronized, buffered, and this applies to you too. But worse is that the algorithm doesn't actually care about your attention. It wants your identity. You've spent years trimming your personality piece by piece, and what now? Look, these are your neurons. Likes, posts, shares, all of this is now in your head, not as a memory, but as firmware. Maybe you're saying, what the hell does this have to do with the dead internet? Or in general, how does this affect me? Listen, it affects you through side effects, and you should know that before stage 3. Remember this same scrolling we talked about recently, but remember how you did it yourself. You open your phone, scroll through the feed for 10 minutes, and close it. Now ask yourself, do you remember anything? Even the most vivid video? Probably not. Now think of one more thing. A movie or a TV series. It's harder for you to choose this film than it is for your parents to choose a profession. But are you finally starting to understand why? Because something chooses for you, and I'm talking about this algorithm. But that's not all, my friend. The last thing I'll ask you to remember is emotions. Do you feel anything when you watch videos about explosions or memes? This is the answer to how it affects you. And now, you are ready for stage 3. But remember, I promised you something at the beginning of the video. You will be forced to get the truth after the final stage. Stage 3, lost voice. The problem with this stage is that you won't be able to experience it like the first 2, because when it comes, you're no longer yourself. No, I'm not talking about algorithms, about codes. I'm talking about the death of a person in the world. You die, and then you become perfect for the algorithm. Your inner monologue becomes too quiet to hear. And every idea you have is now filtered through the lens of profitability. If a thought doesn't promise a click, it's deleted before it's even born. It feels like you're walking alone, but in reality, the floor has already been created for your next step. You have a choice to make, but you yourself understand perfectly well that you have already been chosen. What am I leading all this to? Listen further. You're starting to understand a little bit. Look, your face in the world you call real has been erased, and after all this, you become completely systemic. Yes, this is what the dead internet is talking about, but there is a nuance. You have to find out about it eventually. The dead internet theory isn't about bots taking over your feed. It's about the system waiting for the day when the last real person stops creating and starts just reflecting. The nuance is, the internet didn't die because of the AI. It died because we gave it our permission to kill us. Well, it's time to lay out the cards, and I'll tell you how this could have been avoided. Remember that weird kid at the beginning of the video? You don't have to be her. If you understand her at least a little, that's enough. Now think of yourself just like a child. Did anything worry you at the time? Were there any barriers, problems, shackles created by this algorithm? Think about something you loved, a toy, a game, something. You'll soon find out what it's for. Now listen, the system hates imperfection because it can't be scaled. So, be imperfect. Stop being a subject to be controlled. Start controlling yourself. Neurons start to clear up. The cleaning begins. Every time you act without an audience, a part of that child wakes up, and the system has no right to do anything about it. You are not an object. You are a person. You have a biological anomaly, and this anomaly is your strongest strength. Take the hand of yourself when you were a child, and you will see how everything will change. The anomaly is your strength, protected at all costs. Write by hand. Speak like a human. Make your memories so that no one can recognize them as a file, but as a memory. The phone no longer matters, and the algorithm hates it when people are together. The algorithm loves loneliness. Fight in pairs, in threes. It doesn't matter. When you are in a pair, you are many times stronger. Look at the algorithm crashing into a rock. There's nothing it can do about it. It's not about winning. It's about being someone the system can't touch. And I'll tell you what happens when you finally get out of this circle. That will be my last message to you. My friend, you have truly learned a lot. And this will be not only a message, but also a call to you. On the other side, after all this, really nothing special. And that's the beauty of it. You'll regain the right to be bored, the right to be lonely, the right to not have an opinion on everything, and suddenly you will start to notice that no algorithm will see you anymore, will not follow you, simply because it cannot. The algorithm will lose your signal. To the system, you will be dead. But for the first time in years, you will be truly uncontrollably alive. Beyond the feed, there is no next. There is only now. It's a quiet place, it's a messy place, but it's yours. And finally, my appeal to you is, now you know what to do, and that this theory of the dead internet is not what people say it is. So, goodbye, my friend. I hope to see you again someday.